Hello everyone, it's March 25th. I bit my lip. Actually, not bit my lip, I hit my lip like 2 days ago, and I have been having a blister on my lip for the past 2 days, and eating has become quite challenging. It was not a good experience. All right, anyway, what we have today, binary search. Like for real, just binary search. That's it. Nothing special, just binary search. Maybe it's easy, so probably it's just binary search. Oh, we're not going to use the library. We'll try to do it again ourselves. It's always good, to review these concepts once in a while. Sorted ascending and a target. Search target and nums. If it exists, return, otherwise return -1. Yeah, this is just binary search. Nothing too special. That means we can do the other problem that we've been open for a long time. I've been having that problem open for maybe 4 days. But I got a chance. Alright, so low, high. Wait, is num sorted? Yeah. So 0 land nums -1, right? And then the way that we write it is while low smaller than high, mid is low plus high divided by 2. We say if nums low, when you return the index, that's fine. I think we need to bias which one? I think as if it's smaller, and nums mid, I don't know, nums mid is smaller than target. Alright, mid is smaller than target, then low shall equal to mid plus 1. Else high is equal to mid. And blah 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 until we come out, and then we just return mid, right? Return low if nums low is equal to target. Otherwise, return -1. I think this shall be right. Alright, first one is 4. Second one -1. Nums target search. Yep. I wanna try this. 1 1 0 1 0 -1. Oh. Can't believe binary search is number 704. It's an old question. Well, it's actually log n because they sort it for you. What are these other methods I used? Interesting. Just curious. Bisect, right? Maybe. Cheating. This is exactly the same as this one. Oh, then this one's left equal to, smaller equal to, I guess. Yeah. This is the more, I mean, depends on how you define intuitive. I used to find this one intuitive. You go smaller equal to, and then you check 3 conditions. But later on, as I have more experience with it, this becomes a little bit more intuitive to me. With small on the low, right? Therefore, we will do because it's divided by 2, it's biased to the low, so you're pushing to the low too much. So every time we do this, we add on a low. That's how I think about this thing. So mid is always towards pushing towards the left. So whenever left is not good, the plus equal 1. Because one side, either this one needs to be -1 or this one needs to be +1, right? And because this is pushing to the left, so we add this, will make it better. Okay, so that's that. Nothing too fancy. Let's do this. Maximum length of pair chain. You're given an array of n pairs where pairs I equals left and right and left smaller than right. A pair P2 equals CD follows a pair P1 AB if B is smaller than C. A chain of pairs can be formed in this fashion. Return the longest chain which can be formed. You do not need to use up all the given intervals. You can select pairs in any order. So it's like intervals. Mm-hmm. 1, 2. 2, 3 cannot do because the B has to be smaller than C, so this is not. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. That's 3 chains. Okay. Sorted based on what? Well, okay, sort based on left. Okay. So if we sort based on left, what we have is a bunch of intervals. So basically the question is, it gives you a bunch of intervals, right? It could be overlapping, could not be overlapping. We need to find the maximum way of picking them such that we can form the longest, which means just pick the longest, right? Pick the longest. Let me think about it. So it depends on the ending, actually, right? It also depends on the ending. Because the whole point is to make this as long as possible. If I have a certain chain whose right is super long, like towards the right, super much towards the right, and then that one will have a bad impact because the entirety of the chain covers the possibility for including other chains. Therefore, maybe we should sort not based on the left, but based on the right. Okay, we sort based on the right. Doesn't matter. We'll sort based on the right. So if it's based on the right, we know the first one has the smallest right. We don't really care what the left is, because the smallest right has the capacity to include more on the right hand side. Okay, so let's say we select this one, right? And then we keep looking at the second one, and then say it's no good because let's say it's left is we have one like this, then definitely we'll take it. So we just go one by one, take the one that, yeah, so it's like greedy. It feels like greedy again. Like every single time we shall pick the chain with the smallest possible right value. Hold on, let me get my cat out. All right, let's keep working on this. Yeah, so we sort based on our rights, and every single time we try to capture the one with the lowest right, and then that's that. Okay, let's prove it, right? Let's say if at a certain point I don't pick, I pick something, let's say, more than, yeah, then you're depriving the possibility of taking all these. So like at most it will be the same. That's how I think, but I feel like, I don't know. Maybe? I'm gonna try this. Okay. So here's what I think. I will first do pairs.sort and key equals lambda p and p1, right? I sort based on the second value. And then rest equals to 0. And then pre equals minus some minus value. Okay, pre equals minus value. And then what do we do? Oh, the left can be negative. Okay, doesn't matter. So we just do math.inf negative. So all we want to do is, let's say for PLP R in pairs. I think I spelled Paris. Okay, so in pairs, we say if PL is larger than pre, res plus equal 1, and then pre equals PR. And then we return res. to. I mean, if you think about it, it doesn't make sense, right? We try to make it as small as possible at every single time. Therefore, we are able to allocate more room to add new ones. And if at any time we can say maybe doing another one will be better choice, then because the other one will have a longer, all right, more to the right. And then more to the right, like if these two are not adjacent, then we're missing one. If they are adjacent, which means pick this, I cannot pick this. I'll pick this and I cannot pick this, right? But then it could be the further. I think this should be right. Run it first. Of course, it's gonna be correct. Let's try. Let's see. Yep, it is correct. It is greedy, right? It's greedy. So another greedy problem. We sort pairs by the second element, by the end of each interval. Each time we try to pick the interval with the smallest end. And this way we always leave the maximum room to include other intervals. So O and log n for sorting, and then that's it. 212, 93%. Okay, solution. Dynamic programming. Okay, if K ends as some pair, and pair I is smaller than pair J0. Hold on. We can extend to K plus 1. dpi be the length of the longest chain ending at pairs I. dpi be the longest chain. So we sort by the first one. Okay, we sort by the first one, and then we say dpi is the longest at ending at this one. Okay, so what we want to see is dp the last one, so the longest ending at any of these, right? So the longest ending at dpi, if I know, can I compute dpi plus 1, right? Now to compute dpi plus 1, I have dpi and dpi all the longest of the previous. So I have this, right? So the choice is, because I sort based on the front, right? So I know my current front is larger than the previous one's front. So what we need to know is if my previous one has it's not overlap, right? Then we just directly add the current one to the previous one. If we overlap, then we need to go for the previous one. But no, but we have to search, right? We have to go through the entire list to find the position where I can fit myself, right? I need to find that. Basically means if we keep going from start to the end, any node, any interval previously with the n that's smaller than me, then I can add to it. Right, so we find that, add mine, find that, add mine. So that's what this one is. Yeah, so any I, right? Yeah, so any I, if it's smaller, right? If it's smaller than this, then we can say add mine to it. So basically it's dpi plus 1 or the maximum dpj. Oh yeah, it should be maximum dpj because, oh yeah, maximum dpj. So we just find a max and find a max. Yeah, that's O(n) squared. Greedy. Second coordinator, yeah. Okay. Alright, that's it. I mean, we got 2 today. Both are pretty easy, and I don't want to do another one. I think I just maybe read some stuff and then go to bed early. See you guys tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow contest. Not going to be easy. Adios.